Are out. Pace car pulls off. We're ready to go for 30 laps. Wingless sprints. Indy Race Parts. Wingless Super Series round 4 here from Borderline Raceway in Mount Gambier. 2 South Australians and a heap of Victorians. Here we go. Storer and Miller. Storer is away quickly. Miller, he's under fire from Luke Storer. So Storer, Miller. So it could be the 86 of Kirby Hillier, is it? Oh, big bicycle there for Miller. But it's Luke Wheel that's up into 4th position. Mick Rigby's in 5th, and then it's Hillier. So out in front, Storer versus Storer. The 2 Castrol Edge cars. Out in front, Miller. Then Wheel, Rigby, Kirby Hillier, Sean Linus, Bettison, Broome, McDonald, Haitley, Clapp, be Loader. So as we go through, we've done 2 laps now. You see the cars riding the bumps through 1 and 2. But it's the 2 cars of Storer Motorsport out in front running 1-2 at the moment. Behind them, Travis Miller. And the Australian number 2 of Luke Wheel. So, Luke Storer now starting to have a bit of a nibble at the back of his brother. He's been in rare form this year, Luke Storer. But Daniel Storer has been the man to beat tonight. His car's looked impeccable all over the track. But it looks like his younger brother's going to be every bit a match for him in this one. Travis Miller won't need any invitation to get up to the back of these guys. And we know what sort of driver Luke Wheel is. Behind him, we've got Mick Rigby and the first South Australian, Kirby Hillier. So 24 laps to go. Still Storer ahead of Storer. Then we've got Miller, Wheel, Rigby, Hillier, Bettison, Linus, Broome and McDonald rounding out your top 10. So still the 2 Storer brothers lead out in front. Fastest lap at the moment belongs to Daniel Storer with a 14.148. So we're going to start seeing some lap traffic in this event very, very soon as they come up on Farnsworth. And also McDonald in the 62. So now Storer, he might have to employ that outside line which has been so good for him early in the night. He rockets round the outside of Farnsworth. It's got him a little bit of breathing space from his brother, but that won't last long as the field negotiates the 64. So now McDonald, they've got to deal with McDonald as they go down the back chute. Storer looks high. He's going to get it done up high. So it's not going to be as easy as what he may have expected, but it's done now. Gives him a little bit more breathing space as now Luke Storer's got to deal with McDonald. Behind that, the challenge is on. Miller's under fire. Oh, a little bit of a hit from Miller. Bit of a tank slapper for McDonald. But now Wheel and Miller, they're going to go toe-to-toe with 17 laps remaining. So this Indy Race Parts, Wingless Super Series round 4, being led by Daniel Storer. Second place is Luke Storer, Miller and Wheel. Behind them, Mick Rigby. He's trying to get around the outside now of McDonald. He's got the job done on the exit of 4. Kirby Hillier is the next man that has to deal with it. Then you've got Bettison, Mitchell Broome, and then Linus, McDonald. So it shows you the class of the field. McDonald was a winner at Warrnambool in the prelim last week. He sits in 10th position. So Daniel Storer has started to get a little bit of a gap now as he deals with the traffic. I think as we said earlier, that car that he seems to be working on every groove is really benefiting him as he makes an outside move here. Oh, launches down there, back down the back chute. Round the outside again. We're getting a real cluster of cars here. He's dealt with Farnsworth. Now he's next up is Loader. So Storer's got some clear track now. The margin, 0.8 of a second back to his brother. So now, Daniel Storer runs high. He's got to make the move on Loader now. 11 laps to go. The result far from decided, as Miller continues to run third position. Wheel, as he has been for the whole event, not out of sight. Now Miller. Oh, he's having a little bit of trouble with the back marker here. Gets down the inside now. Wheel's going to make a move. Oh, they've had it coming together. So Wheel snuck through on Miller. That's unfortunate. He's had a little bit of touch there with Whiteside Miller, and it's cost him. So it looks like the car at Clapp has slowed. He's trying to get down in the infield. I think he's hit the wall. Left-hand front damage. And caution on the speedway.
Yeah, just limps in to the centre there. What a race so far. 9 laps remaining here. And Stora's, geez, they're just a class of their own at the moment. We've got the 2 Stora vehicles sitting in first and second.
And the lights are out, Bruno. So as we come around for the restart, cone's out, green's up. We're ready to go. Stora, Wheel, Miller, and Rigby. Your top 5 as we're green again with 9 laps to go. So the 2 Storas are close. Kirby Hilly is having a look at the back of Mick Rigby. Can't get it done. A lot of the cars using a very low line now. Who's going to be brave enough to go upstairs? It looks like Mitchell Broom could be the man. So Mitch Broom now is up to 7th position, passing Bettison. So I know from previous experience, Broom likes the high line, but it's on now out front. Luke Storr is having a look at Daniel. So it looks like Luke's very strong through 1 and 2. Daniel's pretty good through 3 and 4. So they get the gap closed up again. Oh, and a big lurch on the exit of 2 there for Luke Storer. So Hillier now up in a 5th position. So the rookie driver out of South Australia, Kirby Hillier, into 5th place here in the wingless final. Mitch Broom, he's still upstairs. Can't get it done on Rigby. Could cost him a spot to Bettison. Doesn't he? Recovers Broom. But out in front, it's Daniel Storer. He's regained the ascendancy that he had earlier with just 4 laps remaining in this aim here for the Indy Race Parts Wingless Super Series. So as they go across the line with 3 laps to go, Storer, Wheel, Miller, and Hillier. So Hillier's well clear of Rigby now. Can he chase down Travis Miller? 2 laps to go. So the white flag's out. So Daniel Story's got a little bit of traffic to contend with here on this final lap. Goes down the outside of Farnsworth. I think it's going to be yes, he's made it pretty easy, Farnsworth. But ladies and gentlemen, put it together for your winner. Daniel Storer wins round 4 of the Indy Race Parts Super Series. Also gets the fastest time of the race there, a 14.064. So your top 5 across the line, the V43 of Daniel Storer. Second is the V1 of Luke Storer. In third is the VX50 of Luke Wheel. Fourth is the V2 of Travis Miller. And in 5th place is the S86 of Kirby Hillier.
Oh yeah, Daniel will be ecstatic about that. Just seeing the last few laps, he was starting to get a little bit unsettled in turn 1 and 2. You just see his vehicle just trying to hike it up a little bit. When 3 and 4 come along, I think it was very smooth. So Daniel doing a great job over his brother, Luke.
Gee, Bruno, I think that takeoff with the checkered flag was the only blemish for the night.
Yeah, he's been on fire all night, and sometimes you have those nights that you can't do anything wrong, and you try to forget the nights that you get it off the trailer and everything goes wrong. So you take the good with the good and the bad with the bad. This is definitely the good.
No, it's a credit to the crew there at Storer Motorsport too. To have 2 cars running 1 and 2 is no mean feat, because a lot of tough competition in this wingless class. And I think they've put on a fantastic display. 2 immaculate cars, and they've finished 1-2. Also a good weekend there for the VX50 at Luke Wheel. Trav Miller finishes in 4th. And great run for the rookie, the Mount Gambier rookie Kirby Hillier. as we get ready to roll some sprint cars out.